You slide your key into the lock at 11:43 p.m., and before the deadbolt even clicks, nails start ticking across the hardwood from the back room. A second later, your dog rounds the corner, tail swinging so hard it smacks the white baseboard once, then twice. You drop your bag. The food bowl is still half full. Your dog ignores it, presses one warm shoulder against your calf, and follows you the exact 7 steps to the bathroom, then waits outside the door with a soft huff under the crack until the light goes off. It feels obvious. Your dog is just excited for food, routine, maybe attention. Sure, that sounds reasonable. But routine does not explain why your dog does the same thing when dinner is untouched, and the only thing that changed in the room is you. Because what looks like a few cute habits is actually a cross-species attachment system, strong enough to change behavior, hormones, and even the body itself. And most dog owners have no idea. So what does a deep bond actually look like? In 2013, researchers at the University of Veterinary Medicine Vienna tested pet dogs with a simple food puzzle under different conditions: owner present, owner absent, stranger present. The result was brutal for the any human will do theory. Your dog worked harder, stayed more engaged, and solved more when your presence was there. Not encouragement, not commands. You. That is the first sign. In a new place, on a strange sidewalk, at the park, your dog keeps checking back with you. That glance over the shoulder is not clinginess. It is the same thing a little child does on a crowded playground when the world gets big, and one face makes it feel manageable again. So when your dog circles back to you in unfamiliar places, you are not just part of the scenery. You are the secure base. But why would your presence alone change your dog's brain that much? Because of a chemical most people never think about when they look into their dog's eyes: oxytocin. Emotionally, it is relief with a molecule attached. Scientifically, it is one of the core bonding hormones involved in attachment. In 2015, Azabu University researchers led by Miho Nagasawa measured oxytocin levels in dogs and owners before and after time spent gazing at each other. The longer the mutual gaze, the more oxytocin rose in both of you. Then they repeated a similar test with hand-raised wolves. Zero loop. No shared hormonal rise. That matters because it gives you the second and third signs. A deeply bonded dog holds soft, relaxed eye contact with you. Not the hard stare of tension, but the slow look that lingers a beat too long. And that dog leans, presses, or settles against you after stress because touch helps close the loop. When your dog looks into your eyes and your body calms down, that is not sentimentality. That is a hormone system making two different species feel like family. So where did something that powerful even begin? At least 14,000 years ago, near Bonn-Oberkassel in Germany, a young dog became seriously ill, likely with canine distemper. Archaeologists later found the remains buried with humans. The important detail is not just that the dog died near people. It is that the dog lived long enough to be cared for through a disease that would have left it weak, feverish, and unable to survive alone. Somebody kept that dog warm. Somebody fed it soft food. Somebody decided this life mattered. That is the fourth sign. Your dog chooses to sleep near you, sometimes with the belly loose, the legs twitching, the jaw slack. Because real sleep is vulnerability, and vulnerability only happens where there is safety. For thousands of years, the dogs that stayed close to human care survived. The humans who responded to that closeness survived with them. This was selected, shaped, repeated around fires, in storms, across generations. And it turns out this isn't just behavior. It's written into their biology. In 2017, researchers from Princeton, Oregon State, and the National Human Genome Research Institute found structural variants in dogs near genes linked to hypersociability, including GTF2I and GTF2I-RD1. In plain English, some of the friendliness you see toward humans exists all the way down at the level of inherited social wiring. Behavioral implication: your dog is not merely trained to care about you, your dog is, in part, built to. Which should mean the deepest bond always looks like constant shadowing, nonstop following, and panic every time you leave. Except that isn't what the best evidence shows. The paradox is that a deeply bonded dog does not always look the most clingy. In fact, some of the most securely attached dogs look calmer, not needier. Back in 1998, researchers at Eötvös-Loránd University adapted the strange situation attachment test for dogs and owners. Dogs showed clear attachment behaviors toward their humans, but the key detail was this. Secure attachment did not just create proximity, seeking. It created confidence. Your dog might nap across the room. Your dog might not glue every inch of fur to your ankle, but when something slams, when the floor feels strange, when a stranger moves too fast, your dog looks to you first. That is the fifth sign. And if your dog recovers faster just because you are nearby, that is not dependence. That is regulation. The bond is not measured by how badly your dog falls apart without you. It is measured by how fully your dog can settle with you. But how deep does this actually go? In 2022, Azabu University researchers measured dogs' tear volume using a veterinary tear test before and after reunion with their owners. My tear volume increased specifically after reunion. Then oxytocin application increased tears further. Think about that for a second. The feeling of reunion changed moisture in the eye. That gives you the sixth sign. When you come home and your dog's whole body goes loose, the full body wag, the squint, the soft face, the urgent need to be near you, you're not watching a habit switch on. You're watching emotion move through physiology. Your return can literally reach your dog's eyes. There's one last thing I need to tell you, and it might be the most important part of this video. If your dog is deeply bonded to you, changes in these signs matter. Pay attention when your dog suddenly stops checking in on walks, avoids eye contact, no longer leans on you, starts sleeping far away for no clear reason, greets you flatly, or becomes unusually clingy out of nowhere. Pain can do that, anxiety can do that, cognitive decline can do that. So can illness you cannot see yet. The danger is that you can mistake a broken signal for just getting older or just being moody. But your dog is not going to tell you with words. There's no speech, no complaint, no neat explanation. There's only behavior. So the next time you slide your key into the lock at 11:43 p.m. and before the deadbolt clicks, nails start ticking across the hardwood from the back room, hear it differently. When your dog rounds the corner and the tail smacks the white baseboard once, then twice. When the half-full bowl gets ignored. When that warm shoulder presses against your calf. When your dog follows you the exact 7 steps to the bathroom and waits outside the door with a soft huff under the crack until the light goes off. You are not looking at neediness. You're looking at trust, chemistry, history, biology, and a bond so deep your dog's body has learned your presence means safety. If you want more videos that help you understand what your dog is already saying without words, subscribe. And comment your dog's biggest sign in 3 words or fewer.